There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting, no more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace, so be it.
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine now. Russia, just go home.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
番組は多言語放送です。放送予定は suprememastertv.com/schedule。
They're so much like we are, the love they have for each other and the care they take of each other. If we could live more like wolves, we would be better off.
Heartwarming Animal Person Adoption Stories Part 2 of 2. Please continue watching to find out more.
Oh Ananda, now your knowledge is mature enough to understand the highest doctrine. Therefore, I do not like for you to eat meat and fish. To do so means to kill living beings. If we do not do so directly, we do so indirectly. Thus we lose the seed of compassion and equality. And it is difficult to attain a hardship or enlightenment in such a state. Mahasimhanada Sutra, Buddhism.
When traveling to the island nation of Trinidad and Tobago, one way to greet a group is to say, "How are you going?" in Trinidadian Creole. My name is Shanice, and I'm alongside my best dog friend Darion. The gentle citizens of Trinidad and Tobago truly respect the way you treat each human and animal citizen you meet with such kindness and compassion. How lucky we all are to live alongside each other on the majestic planet.
Vegan, to cut methane,
to save the world,
to save this and future generations.
Welcome to Heartwarming Animal Person Adoption Stories, Part 2 of 2.
We have many more touching adoption stories to share with you today. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn and enjoy the show.
Our first story is about Rex, a captive-born wolf citizen from the United States. Rex escaped his caretaker and 3 months later was found 80 kilometers away searching in dumpsters for food. He was picked up by animal control and brought to a shelter where sadly he was going to be euthanized.
Paula Ficarra and Steve Wurstall, co-founders of the Apex Protection Project, an organization dedicated to protecting wolf and wolfdog folks, heard that Riggs was going to be put down and made the 19-hour journey to adopt him. As Riggs became more comfortable with his new pack, he and Mr. Wurstall developed a beautiful bond. Mr. Wurstall describes his relationship with Riggs as like father and son.
You bonded with us so quickly. They don't come to you for treats. They stay with you because they care about you and they trust you.
Spending so much time around Riggs and other wolf citizens has demonstrated to Mr. Wurstall the high level of intelligence these Animal Kingdom members have.
They're so much like we are, the love they have for each other and the care they take of each other. If we could live more like wolves, we would be better off.
I know. No, I love you too. I love you too.
Thank you, Paula Ficarra, Steve Wurstall, and the rest of the Apex Protection Project team for saving beautiful Riggs and so many other wolf and wolf dog individuals.
Our next adoption story is about the small horse guy named Peabody. When Faith received a call that a horse people breeder was going to euthanize a dwarf stallion, she drove across the country to save his life and bring him into her loving home. When she picked him up, he had difficulty walking and eating due to his legs and jaw being crooked.
Faith had custom shoes made for Peabody, giving him a new lease of life.
The next thing you know, he's running down the wood floor, making all kinds of noise.
When Peabody met Faith's French bulldog people companions, Penelope and Bugsy, they became his two best friends. Penelope and Bugsy played rough with each other, but knowing Peabody wasn't strong enough, they liked to cuddle up with him and give him kisses instead.
Dwarf horse folks live a short life, and Peabody passed away. But Faith, her family, Penelope, and Bugsy all gave him the best life a tiny dwarf stallion could ask for.
Hey, Darian, have you ever heard of a deer person that prefers to stay indoors?
No, can't say I have.
Well, wait until you meet Rosie. Rosie the wild deer citizen was adopted by a human family at a young age after her mother passed away. Knowing Rosie's difficult childhood, her caring family wanted to give her the best life possible. As she grew up, she became fond of being hand-fed delicious fruits and vegetables, playing ball, gentle cuddles, and belly rubs. When she is outdoors, it only takes a whistle for her to come running back home.
Are you sure that is a deer person? That sounds like one of my dog friends.
Haha, she is a deer person indeed and is completely in love with her human family. A caption in the video of Rosie reads, "She is living the life that every animal deserves." We couldn't agree more.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. El Salvador is one of them.
El Salvador, Law for the Protection and Promotion of Companion Animal Welfare. This law, approved in 2016, holds caregivers responsible for their companion animal people's well-being, establishes a total ban on dog-person fighting, and stipulates fines for violations.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
We cannot wait to introduce you to our next adopted animal citizen, the talented cockatoo named Popeye. Popeye's previous caretaker gave her to a shelter after caring for her for 14 years. As tragic as this was, it opened the door for Popeye's new life with the human couple, Nima and Parasto. Immediately, Popeye fell in love with her human dad and the two became inseparable. She loves to sit on Nima's chest and even calls for him while he is at work.
Tell them the best part, Shanice.
Well, it is actually Popeye's dance moves that get her the most attention.
We realized that if we put her on the piano when my husband is playing, she starts going with the beats.
Wow, that is one cool bird person.
Yes, she is. It is quite clear that Popeye is in love with her new human family and they are in love with her.
Our following adopted animal citizen seems to have adopted her own human child. Emily and Davy wanted to adopt another dog person to provide their first dog family member with a playmate, and that is how Kendall joined the family. Soon after adopting Kendall, Emily found out she was pregnant. From the moment Austin was born, he had a second dog mom.
I don't think we really saw the protector in her come out until our son was born.
Kendall was always watching little Austin and cheering he was secure. The loving dog mom even knew how to play gently around the baby to keep the mood light but also safe. Since Austin began talking, he wanted Kendall to sleep in the bed with him.
Austin even has a small stuffed dog person that looks just like Kendall, which he takes to school with him and cuddles up with during nap time.
I would give her kisses all the time and hugs. I like to play with her so much.
Austin's father, Davy, shares how adopting Kendall has shaped his view of dog citizens.
I truly understand dogs' purpose. They truly do provide a purpose.
Shanice, have you ever heard of a dog and a goat person being best friends?
No, that is a first for me.
Well, let me tell you about Cinnamon and Felix. At the Wake County Animal Center in North Carolina, United States, a goat individual named Cinnamon was dropped off with his American Bulldog friend, Felix. Their caregiver was taken to the hospital and then never returned to pick them up. The shelter didn't usually take goat people, but made an exception when they realized how close Cinnamon and Felix were. At first, shelter workers separated them in different pens, but Cinnamon became frantic and breathed loudly when she was without Felix. To ensure the pair were adopted together, the shelter employees took to Facebook asking for a new forever home to take them both. And sure enough, they found a loving human who recently brought them onto their farm. Now Cinnamon and Felix will spend the rest of their lives together as best pals.
What a touching story and a happy ending. However, I have my own fascinating adoption story involving two of my fellow cat people and a bird individual.
Oh, this sounds interesting. Tell me more.
After Rachel adopted a lovebird person named Chicken, she felt it would be a good idea to provide her with a cat friend playmate. She heard Frank liked bird people, so decided to bring him home and see if the two got along. Little did she know the close bond they would form. Chicken loved Frank so much that the little bird person would often be seen either in his collar or nuzzling up to her cat friend. A year later, Rachel went down to the animal shelter and brought home another cat citizen named Pugsley. The three spent all their time together. Sadly though, it was short-lived. Within a year, poor Frank got very sick and passed away. His two best friends, Chicken and Pugsley, became even closer as they mourned their friend's passing and helped each other get through the difficult time. Pugsley would even jump into Chicken's cozy home to spend time with her.
I think you have this backwards. Shouldn't the birdie be in the cage and the kitty be outside?
They play with their toys together. They chase after each other.
The pair do not see each other as different species, but only as best friends that love to spend time, have cuddles, and play together.
She cannot live without her cats. My bird is a cat person.
Wow! Chicken, Frank, and Pugsley are a shining example to us all. It is who we are on the inside that truly defines us.
We hope you humans enjoyed our show and learned that we animal citizens all want the same things you do: love, compassion, and friendship.
Well said, Shanice. See you next time, our beloved human friends. Take care of each other and your fellow animal co-citizens.
Vegan alternative, vegan.
Benevolent viewers, thank you so much for joining us today. Up next is Assembly of Love Part 11 of 11 on Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthy News. May all humans seek compassion as the root of all their daily decisions and choices in the delight of heaven.
Peace for Ukraine or you reign.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AW.